Welcome back to Grace Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. I just got done work and I was thinking the other day, right? Because I did the a special brand of stupid message, right? The Astro dice came out and it ended up being a special brand of stupid. And afterwards, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, right? I almost felt bad. Almost felt bad. Spirit jumped into my head and was like, Gracie, I know your mouth. I know you have no filter. Like, you were channeling that for a reason the way you were channeling it. So I was like, okay. So I'm at work and having this conversation with Spirit, right? And I got about 30-40 minutes of downtime. So I popped on YouTube and this reader pops up on my feed. High Vibrations. Okay, the channel is called High Vibrations. She's got like 200,000+ followers and she does cards and readings for different zodiacs. So of course, Sagittarius pops up on my feed. And I was drawn to it, so I click it. I shit you not. She was channeling the exact same freaking message. She goes, now, I'm not one to call people stupid, but this is a special kind of stupid. Like, someone fucked over blah, 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 and now they're getting paid, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh! I was dying at work. Like, yo. It's like, thank you, Spirit. Spirit's way of letting me know, like, yo, you ain't the only one having to give out this message. And I was like, thank you, Spirit, for that, because like I said, I almost felt bad, and Spirit just reconfirmed to me that, you know, I read the way I read for a reason. So thank you, Spirit. With that, I'm totally inspired to do the Astro dice. So we're going to do another Astro dice reading. Matter of fact, let me point you guys at the table so y'all can see the cards that come out with this. There you go. All right. Really, y'all. I was dying, roaring, laughing, like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. So anyway, shout out to High Vibrations and her channel. She's awesome. Thank you for being a raw, real reader with no filter. Thank you very much. That divine confirmation was priceless. So, Astro dice, strike again. Keep in mind, guys, these energies get rather specific. All right, they get rather specific for people. So, if it is not your message, grab some popcorn. Grab some popcorn, because they don't get any more fucking real than the Astro dice readings that have come out of my channel. So, these Astro dice, one of them has the house numbers, one of them has the signs, and one of them has the planetary bodies and the nodes. So, it may be your placement, your planetary placement in that sign. That sign may rule that house. You may be affected by the present day cosmos with those planets and those signs with that particular house, okay, in your chart. So know your chart. If you don't know your chart, I always let people know. You can email me with your birthday, birth time, and birth location, and I will plug in that information to my Astro Gold app. And I will make sure that you have at least a screenshot of your chart. Okay, I am not booking birth chart analysis sessions right now, but I will always give you a screenshot of your chart from my Astro Gold app and at least tell you where your sun, moon, rising is. All right, so with that said, guys, we are getting into these fucking dice. All right, so here we go. Here we go. We've got 11th house, Pisces, and Mercury. All right, so this could be someone who has Pisces ruling the 11th house. You could have Mercury in the 11th house. You could have Mercury in Pisces, or the present Piscean energy could be affecting your 11th house. The present day Mercury could also be affecting your 11th house. Now, Mercury is direct in Libra, and Pisces has Neptune retrograde. All right, and there's definitely some squares and trines going on. Matter of fact, it's Venus, not Mercury, but Venus that's in Libra right now that is trining on Neptune. And Mars and the Moon, which are in Gemini, which is Mercury's house, that are squaring Neptune. So there's a lot that could potentially be going on in the current cosmos affecting your 11th house. Now, the 11th house, whatever sign rules your 11th house, okay, that's being affected, the 11th house is the house of goals, dreams, and wishes, and what is essentially soul tribe, all right? Friendships, or those who you have a very deep understanding with, okay? Those that you just have an understanding in soul with, all right? So with that said, here's the dice. Let's get it up there for you so you can see. That's the 11, Pisces, Mercury. All right. So here we go. We are going to pull some cards for the energy coming from these placements. See what is going on. I don't want to use that deck. I'm not feeling it. What deck am I being guided to? All right, let's do it. Lord of the Rings and Barbary Tarot. Ooh, we keeping Manara. Oh, guys, we might have some sexy cards later, so if that ain't your thing, sign off. We've got adult images potentially coming. So let's see. Oh, new box. Come on. I just bought these Lord of the Rings cards, which are really cool. All right. Here we go. Like I said, these readings tend to get really specific. So if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Don't worry about it. Get your popcorn. They tend to be rather exciting regardless. Plus, besides, who doesn't like not being on the chopping block and getting to hear everybody else's shit sometimes? Like, you ain't the only one that's got problems. Sometimes Spirit's addressing people that got worse ones. So, right? So, here we go. Spirit, please, for this Pisces energy, Mercurial energy, 11th house energy. All right. You could also have very significant Piscean placements in your chart, like Pisces sun, moon, rising nodes, your north or south node. And your Mercury placement could be significant or prominent, like Mercury in Virgo or Mercury in Gemini, where it's its natural house. And because Mercury is ruled by Virgo, you may very well be dealing with a Pisces Virgo nodal polarity, okay? Like north node in Pisces, south node in Virgo, or vice versa, right? North node in Virgo, south node in Pisces. So take this reading as it resonates. The polarities also tend to come out. So here we go. 11th house is ruled naturally by Aquarius, which would T-square the Virgo Pisces nodes. So I'll just put that out there for you, okay, if you're dealing with that polarity. For those of you who are not familiar with the nodes, south node is what you are already familiar with from a past life. It is what you already know. It is your default choice, your default action. When you are unconscious of your actions, it is your default. It is also instant karma or karma building, okay? Because you're not meant to fall into the energy of your south node. You're meant to go in the direction of your north node, right, to integrate the polarities. So when you stay in your comfort zone, Spirit kind of slaps you on the wrists and punishes you for that karma, right? Whenever we're in alignment with our north node, we tend to, in that alignment, be blessed, okay? Things tend to work out. which is why, you know, with my Tarian North node in the 11th, I tend to stay very steady and consistent when it comes to my goals and my dreams and my friends. Nothing's going to come between me and my friends, right? Consistency. So, here we go. Spirit, give me some insight into what this energy is and who it's affecting and how. Fill us in. For those to whom it pertains, and to those who got their fucking popcorn. All right. What is going on? Spirit, please. What is going on? Give us the juice. Give us the juice. What is going on? Ooh, so you may be with a Libra, dealing with a Libra, or be a Libra. Justice was the first card out, flipped up. We also have the Ace of Rings and the Tower. And the Tower. Spirit's not fucking playing. All right. All right. So we've got Justice with the Ace of Rings and the Tower. What's fair is fair, guys. What's fair is fair. Whatever foundation was trying to be built, whatever was trying to be built is crumbling, okay? Wherever the foundation was being laid, it is falling apart because what's fair is fair. What's fair is fair. And on the Justice card, in this particular deck, it is Legolas. He doesn't fucking miss. So that might be Spirit taunting somebody. Like, Spirit doesn't fucking miss anything, all right? Anything. What is unfair and unjust in Spirit's domain, right? And we are all in Spirit's domain, okay? Do not think that you can sneak or do things unseen in Spirit's realm. Spirit does not miss anything. And whatever foundation was being laid, whatever goals were being aimed towards, are crumbling. They're crumbling. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords, and it is a younger masculine energy. Top of the deck is the Chariot as of right now. So you may be dealing with a Cancer or someone with strong Cancerian energy, and potentially a youth, or at least someone younger than you, and or you may be younger than the person with the Cancerian energy, right? Sun, moon, or rising. What else is under there? 6 of Coins. It's someone you should have, the give and take was not equal, and there was a missed opportunity and secrets because someone may have been delusional in regards to a Queen of Cups, again, Cancerian energy, possibly a twin flame. Okay, 4 of Wands is under that, and now there's nothing but regret. So someone got it wrong, right? Whatever was going on underneath the surface of this energy, why the Tower's coming down, is because someone got it wrong. Someone was not, they weren't mature in their spiritual perspective. It's beginner's mind or childish in soul, like childish thinking, childish perspectives. It's not grown. Someone was giving and someone was taking, and it wasn't fair, which caused an opportunity to be missed. And a lot of it involved secrets and the fact that someone saw, someone knew, someone sensed what was going on, that was being kept a secret. This Queen of Cups, right? She is literally the Queen of the Moon. It's Cancerian energy, super nurturing energy, possible twin flame energy, ended up in loss. Someone may have ended up at a table of a blended table, right? Because we have the World card. So someone closed something big time, because someone contracted themselves or committed themselves somewhere else. Someone committed themselves somewhere else, somewhere where it's very blended. The energies are very blended. And they're by themselves, right? The Hermit, they're by themselves now. And they're being super analytical, King of Swords. Potentially thinking about communicating, but with Saruman on the bottom under that. I think that they might be spying, but they're coming from a malicious place. This was a sacred soulmate. Yeah, somebody cut that shit off. All right. Give us some more insight, please, Spirit, into the Tower and the Ace of Rings. Give us some more insight into the Tower and the Ace of Rings. What is it that is falling apart? What is it? The Six of Coins. The reciprocity or the giving and taking dynamic that this person is in. So again, that Six of Coins came out, right? It was on the bottom of the deck. We were reading it from the bottom. They are repeating a cycle, right? Where what they were taking potentially before was imbalanced. They may be giving more now. It's not received that way, right? There's something off. There's something off with the Six of Coins. The reciprocity is not equal. It's not equal. It's almost like what happens when the shoe is on the other foot. Like a great example would be, and I'll just use a generic scenario. They're in a dynamic with someone where someone's language is love and time and presence and all the things that are not financially bound, and their language is money, right? That which is financially bound. And they're looking at the love energy, the love currency, like it's fucking worthless, and they're putting out all this money, this money, this money, this money, this money, blah, 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 right? And they're deeming the love currency worthless, even though it's creating all of this experience in the reality, right? They're not valuing it. So then they end up in another situation where the shoe is on the other foot and they're giving time, they're giving energy, they're giving compassion, they're giving currency, and maybe they are financially investing, right? But it's unfair because maybe the other person is only investing financially, and that person might be looking at them like, you're not giving enough. And this person's like, what do you mean I'm not giving enough? You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, well, if you could sit there and say, what do you mean I'm not giving enough? Well, don't you think the other person that you said I give more than you when you weren't was saying the same thing? Like, what do you mean I don't give enough? What do you mean? You know what I mean? So I think whoever this is was put in a mirror, because what's fair is fair. Spirit doesn't miss anything. If someone's perspective was skewed and something was not fair, Spirit's going to teach you how you were incorrect, right? If you are incorrect, Spirit loves you. It's going to teach you how you were incorrect. What else is going on? We've got the Seven of Swords. There's lies involved. And someone who's extremely defensive with the Strength card. And the King of Wands. Clarify that energy. That's Leo energy, double fire, right? Someone might be lying to themselves about how they feel. Leo is a big heart. Someone might be lying to themselves about how they feel. Clarify the Strength card with the King of Wands. Clarify the Strength card with the King of Wands. I mean, ultimately, this is about communication and being fucking delusional, okay, when it comes to goals and dreams. So, I mean, spirits, give me some more insight, please. Who's the Strength card with the King of Wands? What energy is that? We've got Four of Swords, the Death card, the Seven of Rings, the Knight of Rings, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So listen, let me move these up so you guys can see this. Okay. All right. Whoever this person, okay. They're in mental transformation mode, okay? What I was just talking about, seeing things from a different perspective, that's what this Death card is. And it does have to do with being overly cautious and or being petty and not getting the reward or the result that you thought you were going to get for what you were investing. This is conflicts and arguments with the Five of Swords. Conflicts and arguments with the Five of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is literally being paralyzed with fear. Paralyzed with fear. Like, this is the kind of person, okay, who probably cannot or will not take responsibility for themselves. This is someone who will blame God and then blame the lack of God, right? They will blame everybody and anything but themselves. The Eight of Swords is literally being paralyzed with fear and just waiting for Spirit to make a meal out of you, okay? Because when you do not weave your own story and take control of your own story, everybody else tends to take control of it for you. And you get stuck in these kind of rapids on the river kind of thing, right? Instead of just going with the flow, you're trying to swim upstream through these rapids. There's a reason why things happen the way that they do. And people will say, well, I do take control of my life. I do this, I do that. I have conversations when they need to happen. Okay. People are always doing things and saying things. Okay. People are always doing things and saying things. But what are you doing and saying? Because there's a difference between manipulation for the ego to get what the ego wants and doing things and saying things that are in flow with the highest, right? Where we have a moral compass, where we have a spiritual compass, where we follow the golden rule and wouldn't do anything to anyone that we wouldn't want done to ourselves. There's a difference. What choices are you making? Because if you are letting your ego or your shadow take the reign, Spirit don't appreciate it. And we had this conversation at the beginning. This is Spirit's realm. This is Spirit's domain. The 12 universal laws, yes, Spirit determined those. We're living in that world. Right? We're living in that world. Spirit's law. It's not your law. It's not your code. It's not your moral. It's Spirit's. And fair is fair. And Spirit loves you and will always teach you. So if you are fucking up, if you are fucking up, and you are letting fear call the shots, and you are letting guilt call the shots, and you are letting denial call the shots, and you are letting pity and self-loathing and regret call the shots, like, listen, we're going to have this conversation right now because this is like Spirit 101. All right, whoever is watching this and needs it, this goes for everybody, not just whoever this person is and what this is for. Obviously, because this one is someone who is mentally delusional, okay? This is someone who it's okay for them, but not okay for other people. This is someone who gets disappointed when things switch around and it's no longer conducive to the narrative that they were talking and speaking of, okay? If you are afraid to have a conversation with someone, a conversation you know you need to have, right? We're talking about fear, and I'm using an example. If you are afraid to have a conversation you know you need to have, and you are putting off that conversation, and you are putting off that conversation, you are putting off that conversation because you're afraid, you are swimming up shit's creek. You have to override the fear. You have to man up or woman up and fucking have it. You can't sit there and be like, I'm afraid to have it. I'm afraid to have it. They might yell at me. They might hurt me. They might not like what I have to say. They might shut me down. They might block me. Like, okay, put your fucking man pants on or your woman pants on and have the fucking conversation. Just have it. Acting out of fear. The act being not having the conversation, because not doing something is also an action. Action and inaction are both action, just different kinds. They're both actions. Action and inaction are both action. If you are afraid to take an action, you are letting fear determine the result. The result of a low vibrational emotion like fear is going to fuck you royally. If you feel guilty for what you did, and even if it wasn't at the time, if you feel guilty about it in hindsight, maybe you didn't realize that your actions were going to hurt somebody that you didn't intend to hurt. Maybe you didn't care who your actions were directly affecting. Maybe you didn't give a fuck that you were cheating on somebody and you didn't give a fuck about your partner's feelings, but maybe you didn't realize when you hurt your partner that you were going to hurt their fucking kids. Maybe you didn't intend to hurt their kids, but you weren't thinking about their kids. You were thinking about being selfish. And you weren't giving a fuck about your partner, and you weren't thinking about your partner's kids. Or your kids, they love your partner. You weren't thinking about that. So maybe you feel guilty afterwards. Maybe you need to clear your conscience and be honest. I fucked up. I'm sorry. You need to have that conversation between you and spirit before you have it with other people, because if you would make that same mistake again, spirit don't like it. You make a mistake once and you learn, fine. You make a mistake. You recognize the mistake. Don't actually learn from the mistake and make it again. Spirit gets pissed. Spirit gets pissed, and you a special brand of stupid, right? Go back and watch that reading if you missed it. Okay? If you feel guilty and you are staying with someone because you feel guilty, they need you, they're dependent on you, you feel guilty leaving them, you want to be with someone else, and you're staying with them anyway because of guilt, you're swimming up shit's creek. You're gonna get fucked. Some which way, shape, or form. You're gonna get psychologically fucked, you're gonna get emotionally fucked, you're gonna get mentally stressed out fucked. You're gonna get financially fucked. You might get physically, like physical body fucked, staying with this person because you feel guilty, because you feel bad for them. Pity. Right? When we choose things from a low vibration, spirit doesn't like it. It's not in alignment. It's not in high alignment. Spirit said you could choose whatever the fuck you want, but I'm going to respond the same way because your energy speaks for itself and actions speak louder than words. This is Spirit 101. You cannot lie. You cannot omit. You cannot bend the truth a little bit. You can't tell half truths, just what suits you. You can't just tell someone the truth that they need to know and omit the other parts of the truth so that, the decision they make based off your half truth is incorrect because they didn't have the whole truth. It's not in alignment. You're shutting your throat chakra down. There are high vibrational energies and low vibrational energies for each chakra system that we have. Fear is root chakra. Guilt is sacral chakra. Making choices out of insecurity and cowardice and pity, I can't do it. Doubt is the solar plexus chakra. making choices out of regret, making choices out of grief and sadness, making choices out of self-hatred and self-punishment, that's heart chakra. When you lie, that's the throat chakra. When you are believing illusions and falsities, and you're not trusting your intuition, and you're confused and in a fog and making choices based off that confusion, that's your third eye chakra. When you are too prideful, too proud to admit your mistakes, too proud to apologize, too arrogant that you refuse to be humbled and learn something new, that is the crown chakra. When you are angry, that's the crown chakra. You are in misalignment when you make choices out of anger and you make choices out of arrogance and ego. I won't get caught. You're a dumb fuck. Spirit don't miss nothing, right? So we're dealing with someone who is trapped in their head, who is probably arguing because they haven't seen reciprocity for what it is. They don't understand the different energetic currencies for what it is. And they're making choices out of fear. They're making choices out of fear. Spirit is humbling them because you know what? If you're going to be petty, Spirit's going to be petty. Spirit's going to be real petty. You want to play with Spirit? You want to go toe-to-toe with Spirit. You're in Spirit's, this is Spirit's domain. You want to be petty with Spirit. Spirit made the rules, okay? Like, you want to be petty with Spirit? Okay. You can curse, you can scream, you can cry, you can rant, you can rave, you can throw things and break things and beat your head against the wall, and Spirit's just going to laugh at you. Because Spirit's like, you can make your life better anytime you want. Like, the rules is the rules. You can choose better anytime you want. You can choose trust. You can choose trust. That's root chakra. You can choose joy and what feels good and create better. That's sacral chakra. You can choose courage. You can choose courage. You can be self-secure and self-approving with your actions. That's solar plexus. You could be self-loving and nurturing and grateful. That's heart chakra. You can be honest and truthful and transparent. That's throat chakra. You can be clear in your vision of what you want to create. Your happy vision. You can hold it in your mind's eye clearly and manifest it. That's the third eye chakra. You can be humble and compassionate and forgiving to both yourself and others. You can show yourself and others mercy. You can ripple healing instead of hurting. That's crown chakra. You want to be angry and bitter? Spirit's looking at you like, take it up with yourself. Don't curse me. Spirit's like, take it up with yourself. Don't curse me. Seriously. There's no one else to be frustrated with but you. If you're in a reality that is financially hurting and struggling and falling apart, if you are mentally stressed out to oblivion, if you are surrounded by people who are not putting you first and you feel are just using you or betraying you or whatever, and they're lying to you, like if they're being fake to your face and talking about you behind your back, like you're choosing all of it. You're choosing all of it. At any given point in your life, you'd be like, you know what? I'm tired of being used. I'm tired of being taken for granted. I'm tired of being talked about. I'm tired of having lies spread about me. I'm tired of being mistreated. I'm tired of being disrespected. I'm tired of eating bullshit that I don't deserve. Because Spirit will tell you, no matter what you've done in this life, you don't deserve to suffer. You're the one that chooses to suffer. Spirit doesn't choose it for you. Spirit just made the rules and you're playing the game. Spirit doesn't want you to suffer. Spirit just made the rules. And you chose to play the game. And now that you're playing the game in Spirit's world, you don't get to change the rules. And Spirit won't either. Whoever this person is being put in timeout with the Four of Swords. They're being put in timeout until they transform. Until they transform how they create. They will not get the result. They will not get the result. Seven of Rings. They won't get it. Until they start taking the steps one by one, because Spirit's being fucking petty now. This person, you want to curse Spirit, you want to lie, right? Spirit fucking hates liars. I'm telling you right now, like the throat chakra, if you think about it, it's like a bottleneck. Spirit can't get through to your heart space if you're lying. And nothing that you feel in your heart space can actually come out to manifest if you're lying to yourself or anyone. It bottlenecks there. The throat chakra, that is the creative manifestation hub. What we do with our hands, what we speak, because if you put your arms out, right, straight to your sides, you put them straight out, and then bend them in, your hands go right to your throat. Your hands have what are essentially sub-chakras that are connected to your throat chakra. Anything you speak, anything you do with your hands is connected to your throat chakra. It's all creation. It's how you manifest. So are you manifesting from a lie, or are you manifesting from the truth? This person's in timeout because they're dealing with the Spirit's dealing with the fact that they're lying to themselves and or others. Spirit has them in timeout and they are not getting the results that they want. They're probably fighting with people because they're having a war within themselves. A part of them on a spiritual level, the part of them that is divine and not separate from Spirit, wants them to be honest, wants them to transform. The egoic part of them that the divine part of them is at war with wants to pretend the lies didn't happen, wants to bury them and hold on to them for dear life and let no one find out that they were full of shit. It's a horrible alignment. It's a horrible alignment. You have to understand why you do things the way you do. If you were holding on to lies for dear life, it's because you're afraid. You're afraid of the repercussions of your actions. Well, the repercussions of your actions holding on to the lies is the karma you're paying. The only way to get out of the spiritual pummeling because of your alignment. Lies are a low alignment, right? Blocked throat chakra. The only way to get out of the crazy karmic pummeling that you're taking is to admit the truth. And if you're afraid to admit the truth in the future, then you probably shouldn't do it. Like, if you're afraid someone's going to find out you cheated on them, you probably shouldn't cheat then. Because lying creates horrible, horrible karma. Holding on to the lie is worse karma. You want to get out of karma, then you absolutely have to tell the truth and tell yourself you will never take an action that you have to keep a secret again. Because you don't want to get pummeled. You don't want to get hit with the big fuck you stick by Spirit. Spirit, like I said, just made the rules. Spirit said if you break my rules, well, you get hit with the big fuck you stick. That's the rule. That's the rule. It's universal law. Like attracts like. If you're in low vibration, making low vibration choices, you get low vibration results. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. We're addressing delusion here. Mental delusion. Like, you think you can never have your goals. You think you can never manifest your dreams. You think that Spirit is punishing you. Spirit's like, you're delusional. I'm not punishing you. You're punishing yourself. You're choosing it. That's the delusion. What, you don't think your dreams are achievable? Of course they are. You just have to be in alignment with the receiving of them, which requires high vibration. You have a high vibrational dream. You have a high vibrational vision of being happy and stable and abundant and maybe on vacation and maybe in a paid off house with your dog and a pool. Like, maybe you drive quads around in the backyard and you barbecue. Whatever the fuck your dream is, it's a high vibrational dream. I don't think anybody dreams in their highest good about being poor and living under a bridge or being drowning in the bottom of a bottle, miserable and upset or having nightmares. Is that anybody? Like, let me know if that is your ultimate goal. If your best dream for your life is to live a nightmare, to live stressed out, to live financially crippled, to live without the love of your life, to live without the home of your dreams, in a car that constantly breaks down. Like, you tell me. You tell me. Because if you want a high vibrational vision to come into the reality, honey, all you got to do is choose high vibrational choices. You got to trust a little. You got to let the chips fall where they may. You got to let the truth be what it is. You got to love yourself enough to love another person and self-approve, have confidence, move forward, chase your joy, fuck what other people think. You know what I mean? Live authentic, in high vibrations. For the love of God, stop lying to yourself and other people. And don't believe bullshit. Illusion is illusion. Illusion is illusion. You want to hear some fucked up shit? You want to hear some fucked up shit? And this is the epitome of this energy, okay? I had a dream. I had a dream back when I was with my ex, okay, that he thought something was misconstrued and taken the wrong way. And he thought I was cheating on him. Went completely fucking dark, like a villain, like the Joker dark, right? In the dream, and completely flipped a switch and went off the deep end. Because he thought. I wasn't, but he thought. And he flipped a switch. I had dreams that he was seeing someone else. And he lied to me because in hindsight, it was definitely real. Okay. He thought that I was cheating on him. He thought that I was cheating on him. Mind you, he was an alcoholic and I wasn't physically turned on when he was drunk. I did not want to be with him when he was drunk. It was not attractive. It was not fun for me. Okay. But he thought because I wasn't sleeping with him that I was getting it elsewhere. Which, unfortunately for him, was not true. His uncle told him, well, maybe she's cheating on you. And that's all he had to hear. Because, well, he was cheated on in the past. His ex-wife cheated on him. And his fucking uncle dealt with wives that cheated on him. So, you know, that makes sense. But I'm not their exes. You know what I mean? I'm me. And I'm loyal to a fault. I'd have left him. If I wanted to be with somebody else, I'd have left him first. I respect myself enough to do that. I am not a cheater. I've never cheated on anybody in my life. And that's just the way I am. He went and cheated on me because he thought I cheated on him. He might have already been cheating on me, to be fair, and just wanted an excuse, right? That now we're even, whatever. But I never actually cheated on him. I found out he cheated on me, and he was still lying through his teeth. I gave him 9 months to come clean and tell me the truth. 9 months. And after 9 months, and his manifestations getting worse and worse and worse because he started sabotaging the shit out of himself. Things weren't working out. He didn't know why it wasn't working out. Everything looked so good, and then it all fell apart. Like, Spirit was like, you don't get the reward, bruh. You don't get it. You're not in alignment. Your plans are falling apart. Because fair is fair. He was holding on to a lie, right? He was holding on to a lie, which is interesting because, you know, the Strength card is also sometimes lust, and the King of Wands is sometimes non-committal. So, okay. This is the conversation that we're having. All of this shit was avoidable because he believed an illusion. One, that he wasn't good enough. That I would be cheating on him because he wasn't good enough, or whatever the fuck he thought my reason would have been. And two, for believing an illusion, right? We're talking third eye. He believed an illusion. I wasn't fucking cheating. He believed his uncle, who obviously didn't fucking know me. They both assumed I was like everybody else in that moment because that's what their woundings, their fears, their doubts, their own insecurities created. All those low vibrational thoughts became low vibrational actions, and all those low vibrational actions became low vibrational results. I fucking left them. Self-sabotage, and I fucking left them. It's a lie and cheat. He still won't be honest and tell me the fucking truth, despite the fact that I got fucking proof. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Low vibrational choices create low vibrational results. You have to learn to trust your intuition and your light. You have to be able to have hard conversations and not be afraid. You have to be able to trust. And if you can't trust, well, you're going to make choices that are in misalignment. To be completely fair, if that's how my ex would view me, of all people, he really shouldn't be in a relationship with anybody. Because if he can't trust me, he really can't trust anybody. And if you can't trust your partner, you should not be in a relationship, period. You're not ready. You're not ready. This type of energy, spirits doesn't miss a thing. The house he wanted to buy fell through with family that he thought was guaranteed in the bag because he was holding lies. Think about this. Whoever this is for, this is to get you out of mental delusion when it comes to your dreams and goals. No one's blocking you but you. Spirit's not punishing you. You're punishing yourself. When you continue to choose in low vibration, you can switch your choices vibration at any time. You can go from making fear-based choices, guilt-based choices, doubt-based choices, scared, insecure, cowardly, I hate myself choices. Let's hold the lies up choices. You can switch at any given moment and be honest and say, fuck it. You can be vulnerable at any fucking time and say, I'm sorry. You can forgive yourself for making crazy mistakes because it took making crazy mistakes to learn it. You can switch up and pivot and make high vibrational choices and tell yourself, hell or high water, you are going to make high vibrational choices from here on out because you are tired of karma. You're tired of stress, tired of failing, tired of starting over. Tired of all your plans falling through. Tired of all your goals always being out of reach. Tired of living day by day, paycheck to paycheck, and dealing with debt. You can live within your means. Like, God, I don't have any debt. Think about that. I'm a grown-ass adult. I have no debt. Outside of my monthly reoccurring bills, I have no debt. How many people could say that? I'm also sober. I don't do drugs and I don't drink. High alignment. I'm honest to a fault. I couldn't lie if I fucking tried. I got a Sag stellium and I got Mercury and Saturn conjunct in there. Like, I can't lie if my life depended on it. I wouldn't be able to lie. It's also why I'm fucking brutal with my no filter. Spirit loves me for it. And to be fair, I love Spirit for it. I love Spirit for it. Keeps me foolproof most of the time. Really, guys. Make your choices wisely. Because if you're going to lie to yourself and you're not going to at least commit to spirit and be strong for spirit, your own spirit, like, the rules are going to put you in timeout and it's going to suck. Because the rules are petty. They don't miss anything. The rules are petty. Like, justice is justice. What else needs to be addressed, spirit? What else? There's that Chariot again. With the 4 of coin and the King of Cups. Give me some more insight. Clarify these cards, please. 4 of Wands. Lots of 4s in this reading. You better call in your archangels. Like, you need fucking help. You need fucking help. Like, call in your archangels and start fucking praying. Whoever this reading is, call in your archangels and start praying. Archangel Michael, I call you in to protect me and those I love in the highest. Even if it's from myself. Protect me and the ones I love, even if it is from myself. 4 of Swords again. Archangel Gabriel, I call you in to give me the words that need to be spoken in the highest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Knight of Cups. Ace of Swords. There's the fucking truth. Something needs to be communicated. The King of Cups, he's got his arms folded. He don't want to talk about it. It's clarified by the Knight of Cups. He has a lot to talk about, though, and a lot of truth to give. 4 of Swords with the 4 of Coins. They are holding on to the snakes wrapped around their wings, not cutting them off. Spirit's grounding them. They're grounded. Play on words, punished. This person's self-punishing. They probably need to move towards a divine counterpart. They probably need to move towards their joy. Move towards stability, because it's not where they're at. That's that person that probably has strong Cancerian placements. And or they need to address their own Cancerian wounding. The truth needs to come out, though. Like, Spirit's telling them, like, if you know that this message is actually for you when you're catching this reading, like, I know you're not the person that's going to comment and say, yeah, this is totally me, and I know you're probably not going to drop a like on the video, but on a real note, like, if Spirit didn't love you and want you to choose better, it wouldn't be wasting its time having this conversation with you. Because it's not me that's having this conversation with you. Spirit's having this conversation with you. I'm just the person Spirit's talking to you through, because Spirit don't fucking have vocal cords. Spirit's having a conversation with you. The truth will set you free. Get real about your emotions and how you feel. Trust, right? Root chakra. Trust a little bit. Follow your feel-goods. If it doesn't feel good, it's not in alignment. If being where you are doesn't feel good, it stresses you out, it's financially taxing, it puts a burden on you, you're not meant to be there. Like, it's that kind of simple. If it doesn't feel good, you're not meant to be there. If it's not a fuck yeah, it's a fuck no. Where do you actually want to be? Who do you actually want to be around? What kind of financial situation do you actually want to be in? What conversation do you actually want to have? How do you want it to go? Okay, well then you at least have to attempt to have that conversation then. Like, this is about a conversation of something that's been being held back. The truth has to come out, probably about how you feel. You've been holding on to it for a while. Security in your demons. This is literally a fucking demon. Holding on to your demons, and the snakes are wrapped around the angel's wings, grounding this person. when you really just want to move forward into joy and stability. The truth can help you get there. Yeah, you want, we got the Hierophant with the 10 of Cups. You want to marry the 10 of Cups. You want to marry your bliss. You want to marry your best dream. You want to marry your vision. You want your goal. 11th house. You want your goal. You want your dream, right? Piscean energy. You want your dream, 10 of Cups. Well, you got to communicate that. You got to commit to that. The Hierophant is the highest caliber of commitment. You've got to commit to your 10 of Cups, your dream, your bliss, your happy vision. You've got to commit to it. That nothing is going to stand in the way. Not your fear, not your guilt, not your insecurities, not your lies, not your illusions, not your self-hate or the need to punish yourself, not your ego or your pride or your anger, your bitterness. None of it is going to get in the way. You have to commit to your light. Because if you ain't 100% committed to your light, and fear or guilt or pity or cowardice or grief or self-loathing or anger or lies or illusion are going to take precedence, then what you're committed to is your darkness. What you're committed to is your shadow. And you could curse the divine all you want, but you're the one that left the divine. The divine didn't leave you. You committed to your low vibrations. You did not commit to your highest good vision. Because committing to that means overriding all of those dark shadow, low vibrational things. Spirit said it earlier. Don't curse me. I just made the rules. You're the one playing the game. If you're angry, it's not at Spirit, it's at yourself. If you're bitter, it's not at Spirit, it's at yourself. If you're frustrated, it's not at Spirit, it's at yourself. Stop thinking the rules don't apply to you. Stop thinking you can get away with shit. Spirit, don't miss anything. You want your best fucking vision? Then you have to commit to your best vision. And your best vision's light. No shadow, no vibrational choice can take precedence over it then. You have to override. Consistently. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. Or you can kiss that vision goodbye. You're not committed then. Fear gets in the way, you're committed to your fear, not your vision. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We got the Emperor on top with the Queen of Pentacles on bottom, by the way. This is a manifesting queen of desire. She's fucking magic. And she got away. Ooh. 5 of Cups under that. She got away. She took off. 6 of Swords under that. Lovers under that. The Magician under that. She was fucking magic. So if you're a divine masculine watching this, we're having a divine conversation. We're having a divine conversation. You want to be stubborn and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Your manifestation will speak for itself. You want to think that the rules don't apply to you, that's fine. Your manifestation will speak for itself. You want to hold on to your fear and your lies and your cowardice and your bitterness and your anger and your self-hatred until the day you die, that's fine. Your manifestations will speak for itself. Stop blaming God and then believing that there isn't one. This is about you. And your ability to get closer to Spirit, which is the whole point of the game. The whole point of the rules is to help you get closer to Spirit. It's the whole reason why you're here. to better understand spirit, to be blessed. The only way to get to the next level, right? If this is a divine game with rules, you're trying to get to the next level. Well, it's like chutes and ladders, and you keep landing on chutes. You can't get to the next level. There's no huge secret. The rules are out there for everybody to know and see and read and follow. The rules are out there. The rules are not hidden from you. There's 12 of them. 12 universal laws. Live by the golden rule. Make it your creed. Be a fucking saint. A fucking angel. Be it. When in doubt, what would an angel do? Not the fucking fallen ones. Because their manifestation ended up pretty shitty, didn't it? There's just rules. Look at Adam and Eve. They were told one rule. Don't eat the fucking forbidden fruit. Don't eat it. That's the only rule. Enjoy paradise. Don't eat the fruit. They doubted God. Were afraid God was keeping a secret. Doubt and fear. They acted on that doubt and fear and ate the fucking fruit. Ego, I can break the rules. I can eat it and get away with it. God won't say. What happened? They got fucking cast out of paradise. Like, Spirit's like, listen, I just made the rules. It's not my fault you broke them. It's not my fault you doubted me. It's not my fault you were afraid. There was one rule. Well, here there's 12 rules. 12 universal laws. 7 energetic centers called chakras as guideposts. If you have fucking ego problems, you have anger problems, you have bitterness problems, you should probably do some crown chakra meditative work here on YouTube. They have wonderful 963 hertz tracks here. Do some crown chakra meditation. If you get a chance, no matter how cold it is outside, you might want to put your bare feet on the ground and picture your toxic negative energy that's blocking up your chakras sinking down from your body through your feet and into the ground. Letting it go through the ground, all the way through the crust, through the mantle, and into the fucking core where it can be transmuted at the heart of Gaia. Visualization's powerful. Watch that toxic, low vibrational shit flow right out of you. Call in your angels, ask them to keep you clear. If someone would try and sway you from your highest good path, give you the power to discern and choose in your highest good despite it. Empower yourself. Override low vibrations. Override them. Commit. Commit to your dream becoming a reality. Commit. Let no fear, let no doubt, let no guilt, let no pity, let no insecurity and cowardice, let no self-loathing, let no ungratefulness stop you. Let no lie stand in your way of manifesting your dream. Let no illusion cloud your vision. Do not let your ego and your pride or your arrogance get in the way of it. And that is the memo. Because I'm going to go make some coffee and turn my heater on and make my room a wonderfully warm little oven and relax. And relax. That's what I'm going to do. So I love you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye.